Massachusetts, on the campus of the St. Mary's Church campus, and it includes a school, so forth. And we're going to start with the school off of Bliss Street. And in 1971, they built this school, St. Mary's School. It's now called St. Mary's Academy. It's kindergarten up to 8th grade, I believe. It's actually a long school, so they must have a pretty good enrollment there. And you notice how late it was built. Most Catholic schools were built around the 1890s to 19-teens. And this one was a lot younger than that. And next to it is a social center built from the year 2011. So that's why it looks very, very new. All right, and then as we sweep forward, you get to see the back of the church. St. Mary's Church was finished in 1931, and they didn't actually finish the inside until like 7 years after that. And so it's a neo-Gothic church and has a steeple towards the back only, but it does have a nicer, very nice front to it. It reminds me a lot of the St. Anne's Church in Chicopee. And this church, when it was a parish, started a long, long time ago in 1868. And the parish was a group of people that wanted a church, but they couldn't get their first church in 1931, or 63 years later. And they had to hold bake sales and hold fund drives, so forth. That's a long time. And this church is thus fairly modern, great shape. In 1870, the mission church itself, which is not here anymore, was dedicated, and it served as a mission church for one of the Catholic churches of Springfield. And it was the only Catholic church in Longmeadow. And thus it served in a secondary role for a very long time until they got its first pastor in 1931. All right, right next to it is a garage, but it's also the bishop's house for the Roman Catholic Church of Springfield. That's its long name. And it was also from the year 1931. Well, it's a big name for the rectory, or the home of the priest and pastor that served this community. All right, and now it's a pastoral center and prayer house. And then right next to it is another new building. Right, which has a garage, and then the main building itself is off towards the front. And they built it to look like the rest of as much as possible, the rest of the buildings on the campus. And they succeeded. I don't know what year it might have been built, but it looks okay. So this is the rectory or the pastor's house nowadays. So they have a lot of components. I don't know if they ever had a convent, because by 1971, when that school started, there probably weren't many nuns around. They probably started with old lay teachers. So no need for a convent at all. Now, the last building I'll point out, very close to this, is now part of Bay State University, in the past part of Bay State College. It's the first of the Christian Science buildings within Longmeadow. And Christian Science itself is a religion from the mid-1800s, and they believed in saying prayers in order to heal injuries. And almost no one would believe that now, and that's why most of these buildings are gone. Officially, it's called the First Church of Christ Scientists. In the 1930s, Baypath Junior College bought it out. I'm sorry, in the 1940s, they bought it out soon after it was made. Okay, so it didn't last a long time as a religious building. Now what we're going to do is just a scan around so you can see the neighborhood of Bliss Street, Longmeadow Street, and the whole campus.